So you wanna go to war with me? You're talking like you think you're royalty. You think that I'm afraid, but I don't break. I heard you question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay. Won't look away. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control it. My bones, I'm coming for it. I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne. So you wanna be my enemy? You shouldn't. Who died and made you king of anything? Who died and made you king of anything? You think that I'm insane? It's your mistake. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it. I've come to take it. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it all. Storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control it. My bones, I'm coming for it, coming for it. I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet, lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Tossing the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Passing the song to the highest hitter. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I'm still to last. You move slow and I move fast. And that's fact. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes. I'm never gonna look back, 'cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change, slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, 'cause that's what it takes.
We don't question Ryan. Gamestop investor. Lock in. Winner. Rockin'. Wake up, check the chart, might be bleeding red, but those warrants are dead ahead. Our CEO Ryan, he's a smart man. Trust in him, he's got a plan. Don't call us fanboys, that's an insult. It's an echo chamber bros, proud to be a coach. I'm GameStop with GameStop, are you? 2 trillion market cap in a year or two. 2 trillion, are you understanding yet? 2 trillion, come on, let's make a bet. 2 trillion, yes is now in play. Did you forget? We own eBay. You wish you were locked in, we know. Don't call us fanboys, we trust our CEO. Yes, Ryan, you know he works for free. That's right, he takes no salary. Lock in, diamond hands never let go. Lock in, up and to the right, let's go. Lock in, no sell, that's the creed. Lock in, let's make the edges bleed. You have a doubt, then you're done. You have to go all in. That's how wars are won. 5 years later and the thesis still holds. Ignore the dilution, ignore what the price told. $20 billion headed our way. Half cash, half stock, yeah, we on eBay. Your question, right? It's a paid hit piece. It's on the website and the press release. Power to the players, stickers on the wall. I'm GameStop, with GameStop, hit the battle call. You wish you were locked in, we know. Don't call us fanboys, we trust our CEO. You have to be all in, or you've already lost by your share every day, no matter what the cost. Lock in, diamond hands never let go. Lock in, up and to the right, let's go. Lock in, no sell, that's the creed. Lock in, let's make the edges bleed. You have a doubt, then you're done. You have to go all in. That's how wars are won. We don't question Ryan. Ryan has a plan. $32 warrants. This is how you win wars. I'm GameStop. We're GameStop. Are you? If you have to ask, you're not. Lock in. Lock in. Lock in. Criminals never let go. Down another dollar, we still know. The plan's just a day away. That's right, we own eBay. We know. Don't call us fanboys, we trust our CEO. All in, GameStop, can't stop, won't stop. 2 trillion. Ryan has a plan.
All right, guys, happy Monday, August 3rd. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to talk today about the, what did I title this video? GameStop initiates I see your comments there. Who initiated this, Ryan or the lenders? GameStop initiates $1.4 billion debt for equity swap. Or as GameStop said in their press release, GameStop announces private exchange of $1.4 billion of convertible senior notes for equity. It's a debt for equity swap. And what I wanted to share with you guys tonight, look, there's been a lot of chatter on social media. And what I wanted to share with you is my opinion, because I like trying to figure these puzzles out, just like many of you. I saw a lot of good theories, a lot of kind of out there theories, and I even saw a couple people that came up later in the day with the same idea that I told my Discord first thing this morning about why they might be doing this. So I had an idea. I posted it in Discord. I ran it by some of my friends that work on a bond desk. They said, yeah, that's probably it. So I want to share that with you. It doesn't mean that I'm right. Doesn't, I don't know what, I don't talk to Ryan Cohen, so I'm just going to give you my best guess, and it's okay if you have a different opinion. Later on in this chat, I'll ask you what your opinions are, but I'm going to make my case, and then we'll go from there. And so as you might know, or maybe you don't know if this is your first time here, I'm a swing trader of GameStop since the day they did the forward split way back when. That makes some people upset, but I think, this is a volatile stock. A lot of people are in this stock because of volatility, and there's a chance for you to make money based on volatility. Some of you just buy and hold the stock and you're waiting for a MOAS. Just understand that is not me, and there's no hard feelings. You do whatever you want. I'm not trying to talk you out of whatever your strategy is. I will freely and without shame talk about what I'm doing, because this is the stonk market and everybody's going to have different strategies. What's right for them, their analysis, and their risk tolerance. I try and keep it level-headed, non-biased, non-emotional, non-promotional, and anybody is welcome here, whether you agree with me or not, whether you like GameStop or not. And let's just get a couple of other things out of the way. I do own some GameStop. I do want to see Ryan Cohen get eBay. I don't know if he will or not. I think it'd be a hoot if he did, because I think he would go in there and cut some costs and improve EBITDA over there over the long term. What does long term mean? I don't know. A year, 2, 3. I don't know. We're not there yet. But I would like to see him buy eBay. He's done a great job of cutting costs at GameStop. He's got the company operationally profitable. They're making a little bit of extra money on interest income. And so I do own some GameStop. I was at $21.20 before today. So yeah, that dip today kind of spanked me a little bit. And I didn't rush in to buy a bunch. I made several buys during the day today. I did not get the bottom price. The bottom price was $18.55. My lowest was $18.75. So now if I check my broker, just being transparent, my cost average is $19.91. So, not that bad. I'm not that far out of the money on GameStop. I think you should have a diversified portfolio. GameStop's not my only stock. I think if you're listening to anyone who's telling you only own one stock, that's really bad advice. For obvious reasons, if things don't go according to how you plan, then you have full risk exposure. So I diversify, and I'm not going to chastise anybody for asking about other tickers. You see a lot of other YouTubers, if you ask about another ticker, they boot you off your channel. This is not a cult here. I'm an investor. I'm a trader. I'm a amateur stock analyst, if you will. I'm looking for optimal outcomes. Buy cheap, sell into run-ups. I have no problem selling into run-ups. I have many times on GameStop. And then I wait as long as it takes to buy in and get it cheap again. So my last two buys were June 23rd and July 24th. I sold the night the eBay rumor came out back on May 1st or whatever that was. Thank you, Ryan. Ryan, eBay, the rumor mill. Bought back in here, 2120, bought today at 1950, 1895, 1875. I probably would have bought some at 1855, but I had a lot going on today. We've got the baby and just a busy day. I can't be sitting here watching the chart every second of the day. I'm okay with where I'm at. Now, let's look at this press release. Now that we got all that out of the way and you're caught up with me, I guess I should read the chat and make sure you guys can hear me. Anya says, why don't you talk to Ryan Cohen? You talk frequently with Corey Brandolini. Ryan is a little more hard to get a hold of, Anya, than some other CEOs I've talked to on a regular basis. Gamestop announces private exchange of $1.4 billion of convertible notes. A couple of things that I just want to highlight here. I'm not going to read through this whole thing, but I heard some people say, why would Ryan Cohen spend all this cash? This is not costing GameStop anything. They're not burning any of their cash. They are exchanging shares for some of the debt. Now, this is notes due 2030 and 2032. That's the orange and the blue. It's 400 million of the 2030 notes and 1 billion of the 2032 notes, all right? It's not the entire amount. It's just a portion of them. GameStop, as it says in yellow, will not receive any cash. The company's long-term debt will be reduced by $1.4 billion. This exchange retires the debt without the use of cash. Now, they've said it twice. It will close this deal with the bondholders around September 23rd. The number of shares, here's really where I have the most questions, like for me as a trader. You know, I like to dig into these filings and figure out how low could it go. And often the filings will tell us, well, we don't have that granularity of data here, unfortunately. But what it says is the number of shares of common stock issuable in the exchange will be based in part on the average volume weighted average price of the common stock over the next 35 consecutive trading days. So that will end, somewhere around September 23rd. Subject to a per share price floor. That is the number that I'd like to know. What is the price floor? And why didn't they tell us that? I don't know. Maybe they don't want to give away their game. When I look at the stock price today, bottoming out around 1850 or 19, I'd like to think that maybe that is the floor. Maybe the bondholders already did their little shenanigans and ran it down to the floor. Generally, what I think when I see deals like this is the bondholders are going to run it down to the point where they get the price where they get the maximum amount of shares. Let's say they want to drive the price down, even if it's temporary, to get the most shares and then let it come back up. That's what I think that they would be motivated to do, the bondholders. It's really hard for me in one day to say, is the floor $19 or $18.50? It's not enough information in the press release, and we only have 1 day of trading under this new deal behind us, so it's hard for me to say. I am not trying to go all in today. Let's just be clear. I will let the chart lead me, and the chart will tell the story. GameStop expects that some or all of the note holders that participate, this is what I was talking about, they're going to do what they're going to do. The existing note holders may purchase or sell shares of common stock in open market transactions or enter into unwind of various derivative transactions with respect to the common stock to hedge or unwind their investment in the notes. These activities could increase or decrease the market price of the stock, the effect of which could be material. Okay, that's pretty much all I want to talk about on that. 12% dip on the day, that's pretty material. I ran some rough numbers. What is the potential dilution here that we're talking about? I'm just going to use that word loosely for a moment, dilution. The potential share issuance. It could be as low as 65 million shares if I remember correctly, the numbers I crunched in my head. I think if the exchange price or the VWAP price came out around 22 bucks, it'd be like 63, 65 million shares. And then I ran a scenario if it was $19 and I came up with like 74 million shares. So I'm going to go through with you on my sum of the parts analysis real quick. How does that look? What did today look like in terms of changing the fair value? I published this last week, and already the clowns on other YouTube channels are mischaracterizing my work. They said that I gave you guys a price target of $22, $23, whatever was on last week's number or my tweet. I don't give price targets for something like GameStop. It's too early in the game, and they don't have enough earnings under their belt for me to give. There's too much change going on for me to give you a price target of GameStop. What I can do is run some pretty basic finance formulas to give you what is the market looking at in terms of what is the real fair value. Look, price target could be anything in a volatile stock. It could be whatever you want. But the market is going to try and keep the price somewhere around fair value. So I believe, rather than listening to the promoters telling you this stock should be $40, $50, $1,000, you should understand how to do a fair value analysis. Because look, your life is going to be a lot less stressful. You're not going to be wondering every day, all day, why are they holding the price down? They're holding it somewhere close to fair value. And I went over this in a video, a live stream last week. This spreadsheet automatically updates for the current price of GameStop, eBay, and Bitcoin. And so before today's, if we didn't think about today happening, if it just was the prices adjusting, the implied share value of GameStop would be around $25.46 using the same spreadsheet I gave you last week. Why do I show that? Because I want you to see what the effect of today's announcement was using this exact same model, but now we're going to increase the share count by, I'm just going to throw in a number, 70 million. That means the new share count is 518 million, and we're going to reduce the debt by 1.4 billion down here in the bottom right. So the debt will be around 2.76 billion. The implied fair value price is 24.73. So if we flip back and forth between these, because they're issuing equity, well, the value of the company goes up because they're paying off debt, but they're issuing equity, which dilutes the per share fair value. So you get a little bit of decrease, but it's not astronomical. 25.46 to 24.73. And look, I get it. If you're a bear, there's a lot of things you could pick on this. I get it. I'm valuing Ryan's EBITDA forecast for the year, 600 million at a PE ratio of 11. A bear is going to say that's way too high. I think it's somewhere between 10 and 12. So I just went in the middle, and it's okay if you have a different number, higher or lower. We could change that to whatever you want and see what it does. Automatically updates down there in the green box. But I think for a brick and mortar core business, 11 is fine. I've got the value of the eBay shares, the Bitcoin value, cash on hand, and their marketable securities. So we're not going to spend any time on this other than I just wanted to show you there's not a huge difference in the calculation of fair value because of today. It didn't like crash the price, the fair value price to 19 bucks. But the bondholders might have, doing all their little arbitrage tricks because of this deal. We'll see where it ends up. So that gave me a little bit of comfort. If I'm being at all reasonable, I know mega bulls are going to say, Tony, you're being way too conservative here. And that's fine too. I'm purposely being conservative because if I'm going to buy GameStop, I want to know, like, what's my worst case outcome? What's the worst case reasonable fair value? If I wanted to do worst case, I could drop that to 8, the PE ratio. Still 21.25, still higher than where we're at. So I kind of use this as a little bit of guardrail for me in trying to decide what's a reasonable entry price, plus the chart. Now let's talk about this, not that. Let's talk about this. Why, who initiated this and why? And before we get into that, I'm just going to scan the comments real quick. Forex says, if anything, it frees up cash, no free lunch, though, on the share price, right? Active Rehab says, Tony, do you expect the company to keep dropping until the 35 days are up, or too many factors involved? Active Rehab, my default initial assumption on these type of things is someone will drop it to the floor price. Unfortunately, I don't know what the agreed upon floor price is. And the bondholders are going to be incentivized to push it down to the floor price, and GameStop's going to be hoping that retail bids the price up, because GameStop wants a higher price over the next 35 days, and the bondholders want a lower price. Bondholders want to maximize the shares they get. GameStop wants to minimize. GameStop really just wants $1.4 billion of debt off the balance sheet, and we'll talk about why in a second. The two parties met. GameStop gave some lenders a call and said, hey, yes, this is my opinion, but I'm going to tell you why it's logical. GameStop called up some lenders and said, we need $1.4 billion off the balance sheet. Are you interested? What price would you take shares at? And then a negotiation happened. And the lenders probably said, all right, here's the price. We want X, Y, Z, and we want it done today. And Ryan said, oh, no. Let's do 35 days. Because Ryan really wants the price, he wants us to bid the price up. And he's hoping the price comes up, so he has to issue less shares. So that's kind of how I envision the conversation went. And the 35 days was probably GameStop's win on the negotiation, because the bondholders likely would prefer it to be much sooner than that. They just want it over and done. They have no interest in 35 days. All right, what's the latest on the GME warrant stuff? Yeah, let's talk about the warrants real quick, and then I'm gonna, as we get a few more people in here, then I will tell you guys why I think GameStop initiated this and what the plan is here. Just my opinion. The warrants, I told you guys when they were issued way back when, that the decision point on the warrants was July. You can go find those videos or find the comments in Discord. I said the decision point for warrants back in October, November, the decision point for warrants would be July. You need to shit or get off the pot. Either the stock ran up or you need to get the fuck out, because Theta is going to crater these things starting somewhere around July. And that's exactly what we saw right about here. Boom. They've fallen 50% in value roughly since the beginning of July. And I'd say 95% probability, unless Ryan has something planned that I don't know about, these things are going to be worth $0 in about 3 months. That's my opinion. I've seen people out there, their entire GameStop portfolio is the warrants. I'm like, why are you doing this? Oh, well, I'm betting that Ryan's going to extend them. He might. I mean, he could. I wouldn't argue with you. He has the ability to extend them, but why would he? Well, why did he pick $32? Because he knows it's going over 32. And that's why the bondholders gave him money at 0%, because they knew it was going over 32. All of those arguments, the promoter talking points, got blown out of the water today. Ryan Cohen traded potential dilution at $28, $29 for certain dilution at $19, $20. And if he was certain in the next few months it was headed over $32, he would not do that, right? Can we agree on that? These warrants are more than $10 out of the money, 12, 13 bucks out of the money. That's a long way out of the money. And time is ticking down, and they're going to continue to crater in price. The time value is going to erode exponentially each week that goes by. We're in the final countdown. So if you want to pray on a Hail Mary, then that's your choice. I'm not going to harass you. You do whatever you want, and I wish you well, and I wish you good luck. But I'm playing the odds, and therefore I sold my warrants a long time ago. Long time ago. I've given you guys several strategies of how to monetize those warrants. And if you want derivative exposure, how to get the same exposure for a fraction of the price and pocket money from selling the warrants. But people are stubborn and they always think they know better than the market. And look, Black-Scholes is undefeated. Time value is going to erode exponentially. So at this point, you are praying for a miracle. And that's fine if that's what you want to do. There was the OCC memo. I put out a video about that last night. Got a lot of negative feedback. Tony, you're shitting on GameStop. You never say anything nice. For God's sake, man, I've been buying GameStop for 3 years. I've been saying that I think Ryan Cohen is doing a good job for many years. There was a period where the financials were in a bit of a rough shape and I didn't own the stock into a down run and I was critical of the financials, but that's not me being critical of Ryan Cohen. That's just me being honest. You guys are used to people telling you everything's rainbow and unicorn when the plane's heading into the ground. Now, thank God, Ryan Cohen was throwing luggage and seats and cargo and everything overboard, and he was able to pull the plane up. I change my analysis and my willingness to put money on the line according to what I see, and I'm going to always tell you guys honestly what I see. And the cult leaders want to say I'm always negative about GameStop. It's not true. Just not true. Well, but remember what he said back in 2022? People are living a fantasy life because they know if they speak the truth, more people will come watch this channel. I'm not against GameStop. I'm not against Ryan Cohen. The Bears probably will make fun of me because I'm down 80 cents in the trade. Whatever. Whatevs. The OCC memo is a nothing burger. Every company that has non-standard options with the warrant built into them about 90 days before the warrant expires, the OCC puts out that exact same memo word for word. There's nothing unique about the GameStop memo. I showed you guys that on a video. I showed you how to go look it up yourself. Someone said, you're against GameStop. How is being honest and showing you guys actual evidence, side by side documents, these memos from other companies, how is that being negative on GameStop? You just don't like someone talking facts. Just be honest with yourself and me. Don't try and shade what I'm saying with a bunch of bullshit. I ain't gonna have it. Last look at comments, and then we're going to talk about why did GameStop do this. Bill G. Putel says, I sold my warrants for shares and cheap options. See, you knew the plan. That was a legitimate strategy. That was a legitimate strategy because the warrants were technically overvalued relative to the options. You could have sold the warrant, pocketed cash, bought an option with almost the same expiration, same strike, had money in your pocket, and the same derivative exposure. I don't get what the fascination is with people with these warrants. There's nothing special about them. Robert, what's up? He says, if Ryan wants to buy eBay, it would be in his best interest not to let the warrants expire. I mean, look, if your argument is the warrants are going to bring them $1.9 billion or whatever it is if they get exercised, I wouldn't disagree with that general statement. The problem is the warrants are so far out of the money and the stock's not moving that the likelihood of that happening is pretty low. It would be in their best interest to get more cash coming in. Absolutely. Ryan says, people that keep talking about GameStop are so biased. Hopefully you don't think this channel is one of them. I try and be unbiased. If I'm biased, I'm not going to make good decisions. I'm not going to have good buys, good sells, good trading outcomes. You got to let the emotion go. You got to let the hopium and the social media go. You can, I like GameStop. I like Ryan Cohen. That makes people mad. How can you like Ryan Cohen? He supports Trump. I don't care about politics. Go complain to someone else about that. Is he turning the company around? Yes. Good enough for me. I'll speculate a little bit. I'm not a channel that tells you should only buy GameStop. It's just one ticker of many. Bill Jeet says there is a difference between a GME cultist and being a holder is pragmatic and realistic. I agree. I think I'm in that second category. Thank you. Ethan says only trolls would say you hate GME, but yet they do every day, Ethan. They can't keep my name out of their mouth. And if my name is coming out of their mouth, the next thing that is coming out is a lie about what I said about GameStop. Anya says, Tony moves the Discord in and out of these tickers so we make money. No cultists here. Anya, I think you should reword that. I don't move anybody in or out of tickers. You guys make your own decisions in the Discord. I share my thoughts on what is going on. Same as I do here tonight. It's just faster for me to do it in Discord than to do a live stream or make a video. So I don't move anybody. I don't give buy or sell recommendations. Everybody makes their own decisions. A lot of people have different strategies than me in the Discord. Some, like Anya, have a better cost average than me in GameStop. Congratulations. But I don't give direction in the Discord. I have due diligence talks just like this. Cold, hard facts, no emotion, no hype. Here's what I think, and here is why. All right. Ethan says, I like how unbiased you approach GameStop. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And I appreciate the kind words. They don't come this way very often. Such is my lot in life. The guy that is honest only gets the hate. Every ticker hates me. And you got to ask yourself, why do they hate someone who covers filings unbiased? Because they have a narrative they're trying to protect. The reason I cover GameStop, besides the fact that I trade it, is these self-proclaimed experts of GameStop lie to people on a daily basis, and they don't really know how to value a stock. And since they don't know how to value a stock, everything secondary that comes out of their mouth is incorrect. And when I see that amount of massive misinformation, I'm going to intensify my coverage until these people become honest or educated. All right, why did Ryan announce this today? And yes, it is my opinion and the opinion of people way smarter than me that GameStop initiated this, not a lender. The lenders, let's just talk about why Ryan. I have said many times, and I know the bears don't agree with me, and that's fine. It is my belief that Ryan Cohen is 100% dead serious about getting the eBay deal done. First of all, that is my bias. I believe that Ryan Cohen is serious about getting the deal done. Will he get it done? I don't know. But I believe he is dead serious about he's going to do whatever it takes to get the eBay deal done. Okay? It is my belief that I posted this early this morning in Discord, that this deal was struck probably because Ryan Cohen has been having ongoing conversations with the credit rating agencies. Remember, he needs to borrow $20 billion, and the promoter channels, the cult leaders will tell you they're just going to give Ryan Cohen $20 billion on his good name. That's not true. $20 billion is available to GameStop if contingent on eBay's cash flows. This is not a check that Ryan Cohen just gets to write himself because the lenders like him. This kind of mischaracterization of fact from people that cover GameStop is really annoying to me. And they say it with such conviction. Like, it is amusing to me when people don't understand things with such conviction. They do understand it and they can't be honest. It's not a blank check. It is contingent on eBay or a similar deal. The free cash flows of eBay, the business of eBay, the balance sheet of eBay is what is going to get Ryan the $20 billion. It has nothing to do with GameStop. However, when you have a new co, GameStop and eBay come together, the other contingency is that new co must be rated investment grade. And much like we have looked at recently in other companies, one of the things they look at is the total leverage. And you can bet that Ryan Cohen has been having ongoing conversations with the credit rating agencies. What do we need to do? What do we need to do to get here, half cash, half stock? It's on the website, but we need investment grade. And what do we need to do? It is my opinion, my belief, the point of this video tonight, that the credit rating agency working with Ryan Cohen told him exactly what he needed to do, which was lighten up some of the debt on the balance sheet, especially in light of the fact that he just burned over $4 billion in cash buying eBay shares. So in a nutshell, that is what I think happened. Ryan was given some guidelines of what he needs to do to get the leverage ratios at an acceptable level on the GameStop side. Sorry, Common, you're the roadkill in this. The lenders are going to get out from under their debt. They're going to get a bunch of shares. There's going to be dilution. It's going to take debt off the balance sheet in exchange for debt dilution. But he's fixing the leverage ratios of GameStop to make the eBay deal happen. That is what I believe. There are other possible reasons, right? I'm not going to talk about those. I picked one that lines up with what Ryan Cohen's telling us, that he's going to pull out all the stops to get eBay. I picked one that makes sense. Fixing the leverage ratio helps ensure that they get investment grade bond rating for Newco. And I ran it by people way smarter than me, and they say, yeah, that checks out. That's a perfectly plausible and logical explanation. Is it the only one? There could be others. Ryan could surprise me. Did I see this coming? I did not, but if my theory about why he needed to do it is correct, it's reasonable. People were saying, I saw on Reddit, he's betraying the fiduciary duty. Same fucking shit they said about Adam Aaron. Look, their fiduciary responsibility is to ensure the survival of the company. GameStop's core business, that's debatable. How survivable it is. I get it, trading cards and all that, but Ryan is trying to pivot this into something completely different. He is well within his rights of fiduciary duty to take steps to make the eBay deal happen. So sorry you didn't like this. He did not betray fiduciary duty. He's not issuing a bunch of shares to help the shorts, all the crazy theories. He knows the price is going to run up over the next 35 days, or he's going to buy shares back. This is my favorite clown theory. Heard early this morning elsewhere on YouTube. Here's the deal, guys. He's purposely bringing the price down, and he's going to bring in $1 billion of savings to GameStop. But just think about that on the sheet, $1 billion, because it was 32, and now it's 19. No. This is all misinformation. He took potential dilution at 28, 29, 32, whatever, and made it real dilution at $18. There's $19. There's no other way to wordsmith that. He's not. I'm going to give you another opinion. I'm going to say it very firmly, and I might be wrong. And you can come back and laugh at me if I'm wrong. He's not going to buy back shares. Not before the eBay deal. I know he got the $2 billion authorization. I get it. I think it was partially to get the vote passed that he needed to pass, Retail likes bullish press releases. Share buybacks were saved. We see it in many tickers, common trick CEOs use. He could fully intend to use it at some point in the future. It provides a little bit of foundation, a little bit of floor, a little bit of psychological feel good to all of us that if the price were to get decimated, they have the optionality to buy back shares. However, here's why I'm telling you he's not going to buy back shares, because it undermines the theory I just told you about why he did this. If his retiring this debt in exchange for equity was to improve total leverage ratios, then immediately turning around and buying shares back, even if you get a lower price, is not improving the total leverage ratio. You're expending $2 billion in cash. You're going to make the leverage ratios worse. So no, I do not think there'll be any share buybacks. Not tied to this, down the road, or if the price gets cratered, or he gives up on the eBay deal. Look, there could be share buybacks in the future, but is this a coordinated two-step campaign? Do this, then that? I don't think so. I don't think so. Doesn't make sense to me. Broke Ape says trading cards are big on eBay. Ryan knows what he's doing, not to mention games are no longer being sold in physical form. I do think he has a plan, Broke Ape. I had the little song at the beginning of this live stream. I'll play it when we leave here in a minute. But that song that I wrote is based on the way the community is feeling about GameStop last week. I wonder how, if I rewrote that song or made a new one this week, how the lyrics might change. Remember, someone was getting... No, I don't even want to go in there. I don't even want to go into that. There's so many complainers in the comments. So many complainers, and just people that don't watch the channel regularly. They see a thumbnail, they see a video title, they think that they're smart and they're going to leave a comment. You're pumping this stock. You're an idiot. You're very regarded, sir. All right, any other questions before we wrap up? Ryan Cohen did this deal to improve the leverage ratios to get a institutional grade bond rating for the eBay deal. It doesn't mean that he can pull the eBay deal off, but it does tell me that he's actively working to move the blockades out of the way. There could be other things going on in the background. We could be really close after this is done. I think, probably, I don't know. I don't know if we'd hear anything before the end of September about what his next step is, but I have said before that I'm not expecting I'm expecting, if anything, he'll try and do a proxy battle at eBay's next shareholder meeting. That's kind of where I'm thinking this is headed. So he has time to make all these chess moves. If he has some private equity team that he's working with, private money coming in to improve the offer's fine. 125 is fine. eBay doesn't like 50% cash, 50% stock. If he found some private equity to come in and come with him and improve the offer to 100% stock, I think this gets done very quickly. It'd be hard for eBay to say no. So there could be other things going on. I don't know. Don't really care. I'm not going to come on live and bounce off the walls trying to interpret what he's doing every day or tell you what I think he's doing. And the theories change every single day. But this is something tangible, and we can think logically about why this happened. He's trying to improve the leverage ratios, and for that same reason, that would exclude a share buyback. It would exclude a use of cash. Someone told me on X, but you don't understand it. It doesn't matter. He could spend the cash to do share buybacks because private equity is going to come in with all the money. Okay, maybe. Well, I don't think so. I don't want to get in any arguments with you guys about anything. You're welcome to believe whatever you want. I'm just telling you what I think. And if new information comes in, I might change what I think. So this is valid as of today at 7:51 p.m. Central Standard Time on Monday, August 3rd. And if new information comes in, I may reevaluate. As we close out, I did buy today 1950, 1895, and 1875. My average buy today was 1905. The stock's at 1912 right now. I'm okay with that. I'm not trying to go in huge today because I don't know what's going to happen later this week or over the next couple weeks, and I don't know what the floor price is. I'm going to let the chart talk to me. You know, that little bit of warlock stuff that we do over here. Dink says, why the timing? Why the first day of Q3? That question came in late in the day, and I didn't really think about it, Dink. So I don't have an intelligent, well thought out answer to give you. Hazel, what's up? He says Ryan is doing whatever he needs to acquire eBay. I agree. I also think the money from the warrants are something he needs. It would be helpful. It would be helpful to him, no doubt, to get the money from the warrants. I don't think that it's going to get to $32. So the other thing people would say then is, well, couldn't he just drop the price on the warrants? He could, but I think $32 was picked so that it didn't mess with the bondholders' conversion price. They are a higher priority. And therefore, there is almost no chance that, in my opinion, that he lowers the price, the strike price on the warrants. It gets too messy in terms of additional dilution. But, you know, I could be wrong. Maybe he'll surprise me. We got 3 months to wait and see what happens. Have your popcorn ready. You sure about that? Says that September 23rd is the end of the T plus 35 date. Yeah, I mean, I see that stuff. I don't care about T plus 35. It's meaningless in my world of analyzing stocks. I get it. It's important to some of y'all, and I'm not trying to talk you out of whatever you think is important to you. It's not something we talk about on this channel. All right. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions watching on replay, drop them down below. And I will continue to share my DD as it comes in the Discord. And if I have something that radically changes what we talked about tonight, then I'll make another video or another live stream. Have a good night. Thank you.
We don't question Ryan. Gamestop investor. Lock in. Wake up, check the chart, might be bleeding red, but those warrants are dead ahead. Our CEO Ryan, he's a smart man. Trust in him, he's got a plan. Don't call us fanboys, that's an insult. It's an echo chamber bros, proud to be a cult. I'm GameStop with GameStop, are you? 2 trillion market cap in a year or two. 2 trillion, are you understanding yet? 2 trillion, come on, let's make a bet. 2 trillion, yes is now in play. Did you forget? We own eBay. You wish you were locked in. We know. Don't call us fanboys. We trust our CEO. Yes, Ryan. You know he works for free. That's right. He takes no salary. Lock in. Diamond hands never let go. Lock in. Up and to the right, let's go. Lock in. No sell, that's the creed. Lock in. Let's make the edges bleed. You have a doubt, then you're done. You have to go all in. That's how wars were won. 5 years later and the thesis still holds. Ignore the dilution, ignore what the price told. $20 billion headed our way. Half cash, half stock, yeah, we own eBay. Your question, Ryan? It's a paid hit piece. It's on the website and the press release. Power to the players, stickers on the wall. I'm GameStop, with GameStop, hit the battle call. You wish you were locked in. We know. Don't call us fanboys, we trust our CEO. You have to be all in, or you've already lost by your share every day, no matter what the cost. question, Ryan. Ryan has a plan. $32 warrants. This is how you win wars. I'm Gamestop. We're Gamestop. Are you? If you have to ask, you're not. Lock in. Lock in. Lock, 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 lock in. We own eBay. We know, don't call us fanboys. We trust our CEO. All in, Gamestop, can't stop, won't stop. 2 trillion. Ryan has a plan.
Up and to the right, up and to the right, up and to the right.
Hello, millionaires. Short screenplays, one fortune flip. GameStop's journey, an epic trip. From humble roots to the moon we fly. A company's dream will amplify. Reddit warriors, keyboards in hand. With their eyes on the prize, they took a stand. No one's selling, we're here to fight. How does it go? Up and to the right, up and to the right. We're in for a ride. It's us on the right, it can't be denied. Up and to the right, through the day and night. Together we'll soar, we'll asses in sight. Up and to the right, we're in for the ride. It's us on the rise, it can't be denied. Up and to the right, through the day and night. Together we'll soar, more asses in sight. Hedge funds trembling, pennies in shock. GameStop stock, you'll never stop. Diamond hands to rocket ships. We're not selling, we buy every dip. Up and to the right, we're in for the ride. Up and to the right, it can't be denied. Up and to the right, through the day and night. Up and to the right, more asses in sight. Billions in cash on the balance sheet. We will win even if they cheat. To lose more, we don't care. Book value grows with every share. The doubters say it can't be done, but the retail army we've already won. With every share we'll never stop. Investors say we want the stock. Up and to the right, we're in for the ride. It's us on the rise, it can't be denied. Up and to the right, through the day and night. Together we'll soar. Up and to the right. Up and to the right. We're in for the ride. Together we'll soar. Up and to the right.
Surprise.
We're gonna win.